with Mark Penatelli.
Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
It is the final segment for a Monday afternoon. Sam and I would like to take this time to thank you folks for listening. Whatever portion of your afternoon was spent with us, we really do appreciate it. And, of course, big thanks to Jordan Honeycutt, Sun Journal sports writer, and Daryl Harris, our very own resident baseball walking encyclopedia and all-star festivities hater, as we learned today to great length. Mm-hmm. We want to encourage you to go to 252ESPN.com. That is our website. You can also download the 252 radio app to your smart device. It is absolutely free.
100%.
Google or Apple device, or Android, iOS. It's free. No matter what phone you got, the app is free.
Did you call it iOS?
Yes.
It's iOS, man. It's not like a word. It's like spelled iOS.
Yeah, it can also be said iOS. You're so nip. You know, you're like your mom.
I'm
You're
pretty
very
sure.
picky. You can't say words like that.
It's pronounced iOS. It's like the thing. It's the iOS system. It's not an iOS system.
All right. Purge me. Take me to word jail.
Sorry, you got so offended.
Is that Apple's headquarters?
Yes.
Where they arrest you for saying the wrong thing?
They call it iOS.
I've
just never heard it called that before. That's why the I is lowercase and the other two are capitalized.
Okay. Again.
Sorry.
The iOS operating system.
Yes. That's right. It's the I operating system.
Wow.
The O and the S stand for operating system.
And you wonder why NC State people get a bad rep. This is why.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
iOS.
I'm just saying I've never heard it before. You don't have to get so butthurt about me saying that.
I'm the one getting butthurt.
You are.
Okay. So, the app is free regardless of what phone you have, BlackBerry or Razr. We also have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter account, and our individual accounts are up there. So no matter what you use, you can find us. And I think that's it.
Got any last words? Damn.
Any last words? I'm sorry, what was that?
Any last words?
Say it! Say it!
Orange Crate, myorangecrate.com, or the Orange Crate app, which is also a free app on the iOS or Android stores, right?
That's right. Check them out tonight. Orange Crate. Look, you used to know them as Table Takeout. They are now Orange Crate. They are Eastern North Carolina's #1 food delivery service. They will go and they will pick up, your whatever your restaurant needs are from over 100 plus restaurants across Eastern North Carolina. They will deliver it right to your doorstep, hot, fresh. It's so easy. Just download the app. Again, the Orange Crate app. Go to myorangecrate.com. Scroll through the hundreds of menus that they have available. Pick out your food items. Add them to your cart. Check out, and a driver will be dispatched right to your door to drop off your food. Don't worry about stressing over what's for dinner tonight. Let Orange Crate handle all the work. Your city at your fingertips. Download convenience today. Go to myorangecrate.com or download the Orange Crate app.
It may only be fitting that we brought up the story you did, or it was during headlines, about the claret jug that Jordan Spieth had to bring back because you have to bring it back. And you were mentioned later that we were talking about the value and what's it worth, and John Daly was trying to sell his. And I shared with you over the weekend, and I wanted to bring this back up because, you know, John Daly said apparently at some point that he's always been a Miller Lite guy ever since he was 8 years old. When did you pick your favorite beer? Sam, when did you pick your favorite beer? At 8?
It's ever changing, I would say, but it was probably decided, it probably began rotating out. I mean, I'm not going to be super prude and say it happened during my college years or when I was 21, but it probably happened during my college years. It's when I began having favorite beers.
Favorite beers, yeah. I mean, I'm going to go as far as to say I'm also not going to act like I'm better than all y'all and I didn't drink until I was 21. I think whatever beer you could get before you actually hit the drinking age, which I do not promote underage drinking because I shouldn't, and that would be ridiculous of me to do, especially since I have underage children. But let's face it, we all probably drank underage at some point. But 8 seems a little young to me. And it just furthers the fact that perhaps maybe, despite the fact that we can all make excuses for bad things happening to you as a child shouldn't affect you as an adult. But here's John Daly, who picked his favorite beer at 8. Now, again, if you read more about John Daly's history, maybe it had a lot more to do, too, with parenting than just being some bad kid, some 8-year-old running around drinking beer. But, I think we've all gone through experiences as children that formed us into the adults that we are. But I don't like to try to use anything that happened, especially many, many years ago, be an excuse. But man, when I hear John Daly picked his favorite beer at 8, everything else that happened in his life makes so much sense.
John Daly's the GOAT, man. And surprisingly won a British Open. So, I don't know how that happened. So, I watched the World Cup yesterday. I watched the World Cup finals, or at least the second half of it, and it was all well and good. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it. I got to see 3 goals be scored. That was fun. I got to see a wonderful blunder by the goalkeeper of the Croatian team. Of the France team, which is how Croatia scored their second goal. But really, the moral of the story for me, I never thought I would reach this point in my life, but I now have a favorite soccer team. I also now have a favorite athlete. I think this guy is going to be on a superstar level beyond that of what both Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have done at such a young age, just 19 years old. He scored 4 goals across 7 matches during the World Cup. He's got a name that is reminiscent of one of the greatest 90s one-hit wonders of all time. I, of course, am talking about Kylian Mbappé. The young Frenchman had another goal in the World Cup championship game yesterday. Big-time fan of this guy. He can fly. I think he's a right forward, whatever you would call that. Maybe he's a right wing. I don't even know what position he plays. But he's really good. He's really fast. He scored again yesterday. To be just 19 years old and to have scored 4 goals across the World Cup and then to have won it already. He is seemingly the face of a nation already, and I think to have so much success at such a young age, obviously barring any sort of disastrous injury or anything like that, this kid is destined for super stardom, and I guess I'm a PSG fan, Paris Saint-Germain. I am now a PSG soccer fan, and I might start watching next year.
Paris Saint-Germain, Kylian Mbappé. Who is the guy? I mean, listen, when you're... I think because of the international part of it, is there's more immortality to greatness in the World Cup than anything you can do on the club level. Let's hope that his club career is as good as his. Hopefully, he doesn't turn into one of those guys who's like, remember that guy? He's the Freddie Adu of France.
Right.
Well, tomorrow is a Tuesday. Who knows what could happen on tomorrow's show? Probably need to move some interviews around maybe this week. We'll see what happens on that front. All getting set for Charlotte. ACC football media weekend. Should be a lot of fun. You guys enjoy the next 21 hours and be back here tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We love you.
Just when you think this show is terrible, something wonderful happens.
What?
It ends.
We thank you for listening. The Drive, Mark Pinicelli, is an exclusive, original presentation of the 252 ESPN Network.
I would slam it in your face, buddy. I would slam it in your mama's face.